Casters Invitational. It is time for the winner's match. It's going to be PiG going up against ZombieGrub, and yeah, we've already done the map vetoes. We're ready to get going. Game 1's already loading up, and I think it should be a good one. ZombieGrub showed some pretty good skill up against Emil, but she's going against a whole other beast in PiG now.
A whole another beast. Was that an intended pun or?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. We're getting there. Nice. All right. Let's see what's happening here on Abyssal Reef. In the bottom right corner, spawning as the blue Zerg player, it is PiG. Going up against the American Terran player, spawning in red, it is ZombieGrub, who sends a good luck, have fun, and a muscle.
A bicep curl.
Yeah, the bicep girl. Good luck, have fun, bicep girl. That's an interesting one. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was there actually. Kinda makes me wanna work out. Easy bicep. Have you ever watched, there's like a Warcraft 3 streamer who's like, basically he's kinda crazy. I think that's one way to say it. And like in between games sometimes he does curls. Like he literally sits... I forgot his name. He's like... He's role-playing a lot, I think. And like, yeah, sometimes between games he just grabs a bunch of weights, of free weights, and he does bicep curls. He's like... this guy is just insane. And sometimes he loses the game and like he absolutely like loses it. He's like jumping all over the place, screaming like a madman and stuff. So I was actually worried for him a couple of times. So I was like, should I call, you know, somebody, try to get him
social
help,
services?
Yeah, like seriously, no,
this guy
like
back on the road.
It's hard to tell if he's role playing or if it's for real, because yeah,
it really is hard with some people. There is some people in the StarCraft scene where you worry a little bit when they throw out a few kung fu moves and you're not sure if they're alright.
You mean woo 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 woo? Actually, in StarCraft, there is a lot of emotional people that get really sad when they lose as well. I always feel so bad, like for Snoot when he loses in the tournaments, and I'm like, cheer up, man, take it easy. And he's like, oh man, I'm just so bad, you know, I should just quit this game and stuff. I'm like, oh my god, you're like one of the best foreigners of all time. You know, it's losing happens. Yeah, you'll get back. You'll be back.
Yeah, but it's always sad when it does happen. PiG going for something similar, the tooling run by into the natural ZombieGrub. Is going to get the SCV here. ZombieGrub this time not in time with the pool. He's going to send the Reaper back home. PiG scouting what's happening. Sees a single barracks building a reactor. No factory in the close proximity though. So he might know that it's the 2 racks. Emil talking about PiG stealing his build. I don't think that's exactly how it works, but...
I couldn't resist, sorry. Sometimes people say something and then you know you shouldn't answer something, but then you still say it. That was one of those cases. Poor Emil. I shouldn't kick him while he's down. Especially since he has to play again later.
Yeah.
It is actually incredibly hot where I am. You shouldn't joke that. That stuff ain't funny.
Yeah, okay, so here we go. PiG, his roaches are making his way across the map. Well, they're already here, basically. Trying to target down the first SCV, not turning them into Ravagers, though. So that's the difference between his build and Emmy's build, as well as the very fast layer follow-up. So I'm kind of curious what PiG is planning on doing. Is it going to be some kind of Nidus play, or does it just want very fast roach speed?
Yeah, or Mutas even, maybe.
Yeah, that would be a very odd build that you don't see a lot.
Cancel the bunker, maybe?
Yeah, I think ZombieGrub should cancel the bunker. She didn't start her starport yet because she was afraid of something similar to what Emil did, so she made a cyclone instead. This will definitely delay her 2 medevac timing by a lot.
By the way, that Reaper done goofed here. Went too far forward and got sniped.
Yeah.
Cyclone on the hunt. And starport now begins for ZombieGrub, who's got steam on the way, who's gonna start walking on the unbuildable rocks.
You were right, it actually is a Spire coming out for PiG.
He's getting tricky, man. ZombieGrub, there is no way she will expect that, and I don't think she should know about it. Like, how realistic is it that she will scan to try and see what's up? I don't think
I
very.
don't think she necessarily needs to scan, though. I think she will be in time with her 2 medevacs to see the Muta come out. And I wonder how those Mutas will actually be able to defend the 2 medevac drops, the 16 Marines, in combination with the Cyclone. He doesn't
without
have
roaches.
link speed.
Without
And no
roaches
link
should be
speed. Like, he's going to need to build a lot of units to defend this. A lot of roaches, a lot of Muta, no third base. So I feel like in the end, this might not be too bad for ZombieGrub after all. Especially if she managed to keep the Cyclone alive, that will really boost the DPS of the push.
3 overlords are gonna start. Pig's playing with the skins. If this was Challenger, you know, get that cheeky warning into disqualification. Has anybody got a warning for this? I feel like it's something like the referee keeps saying in Challenger, but then nobody cares. They're like...
I think one time, but I might be wrong, but I think one time Firecake played a game against someone, and after he lost the game, he complained about the skins, and he wanted to redo the game because of that. So he just waited until he lost, and then he said, okay, now that I lost, this guy played with skins, let's redo the game. But I'm not sure if they gave him the regame, or if the guy just got like a warning or some penalty points and had to turn him up for the next game. But I'll never forget that move, because that was a cheeky one there, Firecake.
That was a debug move for sure. I guess now that Firecake has switch race and become irrelevant, that's never gonna happen again. He tried to go for Protoss. It's a big no-no.
So these Marines are getting pushed back relatively easily by those roaches. Work account, however, in favor of ZombieGrub. 3rd CC almost done, and 1-1 is halfway done as well. I think this is a brilliant position for ZombieGrub, to be honest. She's also getting turrets. Like, this is actually looking very good for ZombieGrub. I think ZombieGrub is in a bit of a lead, even though it isn't looking great supply-wise. If we look at anything but supply, which is a little bit inflated because of the roaches, I think this is looking great for ZombieGrub.
Yeah, what the hell are those mutas gonna do against turrets, really? Like, Pig, he's still on the roach tech and he's still a decent amount of workers, but invested into something that so far has not paid off. Oh, you might be able to catch a couple SCVs in the main base. Yeah, ZombieGrub maybe should get a couple more turrets or keep Marines around ready to fight this. And actually she's making Marauders and tanks because she's already thinking about fighting the roaches, but right now she needs to pay full respect to those mutas. So otherwise she's going to be pressing
She doesn't
F.
have that many Marines at home. I think she needs to come back with the 2 dropships that she has on the other side of the map. Just defend and maybe set up for a bigger timing push for when she gets 2-2 or get some of this infrastructure going. Add a couple more barracks, get some more production. She's floating a lot of minerals right now, and I was mentioning how good it was looking for her just a minute ago, but right now after this this Muta harass, it's actually looking a lot better for Pig.
You're looking at the bottom of your screen, aren't you?
The bottom of my screen?
Yeah, the supply, mate.
Mate, the bottom of my screen has no supply still.
Oh, you don't play with the WCS overlay. Okay, then no passion. I see how it is.
No passion. I'm just a traditional man.
Yeah, that's true. I guess
values.
for pros it's normal to play without the WCS UI, yeah. But remember that in tournaments you have to look down at the supply. All the way down.
All the way down.
Damn, these Mutas actually did a fair bunch. At first I thought they were going to be useless.
They did a lot.
ZombieGrub might as well have made a whole lot more towers to be safe against it.
Yeah, that could have been a solution for sure. I'm not even sure how much direct damage the Mutas did, but it seemed like the moments the Mutas hit her base, she kind of just dropped the ball, stopped producing for a bit, didn't float her third to the location. So yeah, she wasn't really playing for her full potential. I feel like some of the barracks weren't building for like a minute, so her production was down. She didn't really have the highest income.
It's 12 SCVs that have died somehow in this game. And like, if you even look at resources lost or units lost, Pig has killed way more. So he's not only been cost effective, I think his macro is definitely better. Like, he's making walkers consistently, he's making a ton of units, and it's looking like he might just be gearing up for a huge attack on the 3rd base of ZombieGrub, because he's making a ton of units right now. And even though he's getting upgrades, like, this army is looking super scary, especially with the skin.
Yeah, he did a nice little trick as well. He started with roaches, which tricked ZombieGrub into going 1 tank. And then he switched into Muta, which the tank and the Marauders weren't that great against. Then ZombieGrub was like, oh, alright, I'm getting some anti-air, lots of Marines, getting a Tor. Then all of a sudden Pig shows up with a million roaches with 2-2, and or well, 1-1 still. But it's going to be an almost impossible hold for ZombieGrub here, with only one tank, no liberators down on the ground.
She needs to stand farther front, I think, with the bio, steam once, and then start kiting a little bit so that the tank doesn't get sniped instantly by corrosive bile. And actually going for Thor here, that's a mistake, I think, almost certainly. Like, she needs way more tanks against this. Like, you want to get Thors against Lingbane Muta.
Yeah, she got tricked again. She really thought it was Muta. So I think Pig is waiting for the roach speed and then will go in. Don't think he will wait for the 2-2. If he will, ZombieGrub will also have to do M+1 vehicle weapons. So if Pig wants to go, he really should go now. I'm not sure why he's waiting so long. Decides not to go for it in the end, but I feel like he had a very good opportunity to finish the game here.
Oh man, you can't do an ultra zoom with this? I thought you can do like Control W and it's an ultra zoom.
No, the ultra zoom is Shift C, Shift Z.
Oh yeah, there it is. Sick. You know, I played some StarCraft Remastered recently, and then I watched the replay. You can do like the sickest zoom. You can basically make the game like the minimap. You can zoom all the way out. Oh, and then units are like ants. You see almost nothing. Alright, Pig. He's taking his time, I'm surprised. I thought he might just attack, but he was like... Maybe he overestimates this army. He thought there was more tanks. If he knew there was only one at first, he might have just run into it.
Yeah, I think he can still do like a decent... He can still trade. He has a lot in the bank. He has a good enough economy that he can just properly trade. I feel like the longer he waits, the more of a chance he gives to ZombieGrub to max out on a 200-200 army. The fight that Pig is taking right now in the front isn't that great, losing a bunch of units. He is trading a little bit though, and I think any kind of trade at this point for Pig is good because his bank is so massive he can almost instantly remax.
Yeah, but if ZombieGrub maxes out against Lair Tech Zerg without bailings and counters attack, she might be in a great position to take it.
Yeah, I don't like this move out by ZombieGrub. I think she really should wait for the max, like you mentioned.
You know, actually, like, it's one of the biggest things I think that as a caster really tells me is that everybody attacks against Zerg before they are maxed out, when they know the Zerg is maxed out and not even close to getting Hive Tech. Even Protosses, they do it all the time. And every time I cast these games, I'm like, if you just waited 1 minute more, got like 30 more supply, you just attack, you win.
Yeah, and I think this is going to pretty much be the end of ZombieGrub's army here. Thors are going down, 2 tanks still standing strong. 1 goes down, a couple balls raining down on the bio army. And this might look bad for Pig now, but he's just going to remax on 60 new roaches, 3-3 starting as well. And I'm really curious how ZombieGrub is going to try to fight that army.
She needs to start dropping. There is not much to counter drops. There's 6 mutas still alive, which are currently flying across the map. Oh, there's no turret in that third! ZombieGrub!
No turret in the third, but I guess these roaches will be able to clean up the bio army of ZombieGrub. But for a second it looked a little bit scary there.
Yeah.
But now all the roaches joining up together from the hatcheries will be able to push this back. Combine it with the Muta harass still going on, taking down the newly landed mules. A couple of more SCVs. This is looking great for Pig.
It looks scary for a little bit, but he stabilized, made enough units. Maybe, I don't know, while he was attacking, maybe he didn't collect enough lavas to really remax properly and spend his bank, but now he's really got there. ZombieGrub's gonna have to evacuate the third base. Corrosive Pile! Preemptively here. Thrown towards where those SCVs were gonna be running. The wall is not raised on time, but Pig not gonna take the risk to run into that choke here. He wants to try and still trade as much as he can. That is so many Ravagers, by the way.
Yeah. That's a lot of Ravagers. And ZombieGrub at this point is just hanging on by a thread, trying to drop to take down the 4th base, but there's already a new base. The 5th base was already built, which now becomes the 4th base. And ZombieGrub does have 4 bases of her own, but they're not really saturated at all. So he's a 36 SCVs against 57. Greater Spire about to finish. 4 Infestors are on the way. 3-3 halfway done for Pig as well.
You know what? I'm already starting to think about the potential ZombieGrub against Funka. With the way this is going, you know, like, let's be clear about one thing. Emil will not beat Funka. And then I don't think, I mean, ZombieGrub, she played well, but I don't think she will beat Pig here, especially not in that first game. So a potential ZombieGrub against Funka as decider match would be quite sick.
Yeah, that would be a
ZvT action.
GG being called. Pig takes game number 1 in the winners match. 1 game away from advancing in first place to the playoffs. Guaranteeing himself a top 8 spot if he does. That's quite something, isn't it? Calling yourself top 8 caster in the world.
Yeah. Well,
Officially.
I mean, at the game though.
At the game,
Not
yeah.
not at
You're
actual
not
casting.
Yeah, of course. We all know who the best casters are.
Well, there's Tastosis and there's the rest, right? Like.
Yeah, exactly.
You can only
You
get
gotta-
so far if you cast StarCraft. Alright, next map is gonna be Defender's Landing. I hope I got the right map order. I was worried that I might have the one. Yeah, okay, now it is. Yeah, potential Funka against ZombieGrub sounds sick.
Yeah,
Some TvT action too.
I feel like there was more in this game for ZombieGrub than was here, though. You know what I mean? I felt like she definitely had her chances this game. Just the Muta harass really took her, like, caught her off guard. I feel like it was very well controlled by PiG, obviously, but I feel like a lot of mistakes there were made for ZombieGrub. But before that, it was looking quite alright. She handled the initial roach pressure well. She handled PiG's interesting build well as well, and even after that, she was playing quite well against the big roach attack. But I think PiG was just too far ahead to be able for ZombieGrub to come back into that game. Second map is going to be Defender's Landing, however, which is a bit of an interesting map.
Yeah. I see a lot of people asking for the brackets in the chat, by the way, and I would have just like pulled my hair out. It's group stage, bro. GSL style, and they are on the Maturino page. The round of 8 bracket hasn't been drawn yet because the groups have not been played. Like,
Aye. It's going to be a new bald SC2 caster soon if you guys continue like this.
so sick. You know, it's funny because I always watch streams and I'm like, don't answer anything negatively. Like, just ignore it. You know, let things be. And then here I am. I'm looking at the chat occasionally, and then I see people, bracket. When's the starting time? When's the tournament starting? It's in the title, bro. It's literally 6 p.m. Central European summertime. How clearer could it be? Like, do I have to chew your food for you as well? Like, I'm done. All right. Let's ready up. That was just a quick rant of today. When's the tournament starting? When is this starting? Every time I go to a break, when is this starting?
Why are they not casting any games?
I guess technically I could put a timer, but I don't know. Like, my production level is not quite there yet, so maybe one day.
With the one-man production.
Yeah. Naruto is doing the same, actually. Much respect to him. That poor guy. And I think he's even using multiple computers, because I think his production PC is a different one than the one he's watching the game on, so...
Oh, wow.
That guy is deep in the trenches, and he's doing that every day, by the way.
And I bet he's getting the same questions that you are. Where's the bracket, Naruto? Alright. Game number 2. Starting in the top right position, spawning as the pink Terran player. It is ZombieGrub with the butt decal on the command center. And in the bottom left, spawning as the red Zerg player, it is the Australian PiG.
Yeah, on this map, if PiG wants to play more aggressive, he definitely might be able to do well. It's like one of the shorter rush distances. And what do you think about the cooling tower, actually? Coming into play like so early, like, you know, you take it down and stuff, the dynamic around that. Is it still super rushable if people are crisp with the timing they take it down at, or?
I have no clue. I played 3 games on this map, got Zergling rushed every single game and just vetoed it.
So you veto it in tournaments every time as well?
No, my opponents veto it, and otherwise I do. Like, no one plays this.
Okay, what about if you need to play a best of 5 against Zerg?
Yeah, you veto it.
That's your one veto?
Yeah, what else would it be?
Blood boiled, bro.
No. The goal is removed. It's a good map now.
One gas on the pocket expand?
It doesn't matter, man.
You don't need gas to make a depth.
Yeah.
Am I right? You know what I'm saying?
Don't need gas for a depth all in, man. Don't need gas for that.
You certainly don't. Alright, ZombieGrub looking everything. Everything's looking standard so far. Reaper into CC and then PiG on the other side. Didn't make more than just the 2 Zerglings that we usually see.
Yeah, Just seems to be the standard 2 Zergling run by that Emil and Pig both have been using quite a bit. I wonder if ZombieGrub's going to keep the Reaper at home this time. Doesn't seem like it. Sending her Reaper across the map. The rush distance here is so short that she might be able to get home a lot sooner though. The moment she sees this hatchery, she's like, that one seems to be done a little late. So pull first, and she just returns back home immediately. She scouts it, goes back home. Will delay her command center.
Yeah, last game she lost the SCV actually. I want to see if she pulls it
true.
away this time. Not yet.
Like
She's looking at it, I think, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She was waiting till the last second. That was cool actually, because now she got a little bit more build time before the Reaper comes in and cleans this up. Look at this cheeky guy Pig, sending the second link back in to try and get the SCV, but I don't think he should die. Yeah, ZombieGrub careful enough.
Yeah, ZombieGrub handled that well. To be fair, it was only 2 links, so shouldn't be too much trouble. Shouldn't really lose 5 SCVs and a Reaper against that.
But say that to Funka.
Yeah,
I'm just joking.
Talking about kicking a man when he's down. Funka finally done with his tilt ladder, tunes into the stream here, stop making fun of it. Like, straight back to queuing that ladder.
People that played the tournament knew that was coming, by the way, so...
Yeah, it's all good.
I feel like if viewers tuned in and I'm just like being super respectful to everybody and be like, hey guys, like great job, you know, like you did your best. Viewers would be like,
Funka.
yeah, it would be quite boring. So I need to... Also, I'm good friends with most of them, you know, basically everybody but Rifkin, so... No, just joking. So they'll take it well.
Okay, 6 roaches on the way here for Pig. He's going for the roach defense against the 2 racks, in which we saw ZombieGrub shine the first series against Emil. Maybe Pig will be able to defend it a little bit better than Emil, though. I'm not sure about that, but I have this gut feeling that he might.
7 more drones. Piggy Pig Boy being naughty here.
Yeah, he built his roaches very early. Like, well, what's he going to do with those roaches?
Put on some pressure, I guess. Try and trade against the Marines. If there is no bunker and you can get trades against these Marines, lower the count before Medivacs out, then Medivacs come out, but there is not even that many Marines to harass with, so...
But 13 Marines against 6 roaches? Or 4 roaches.
Yeah, exactly. The roaches win, right?
I think she can just stall for a little bit, and then once the Medivacs are out, it's going to be a terrible fight for Pig. See, Pig has 16 Marines right now. This should be fine for her. ZombieGrub has 60 Marines. She can just push this back. Like, this was a bit of a waste of an investment, I feel like, by Pig. Building those units so early. They aren't really doing anything.
He's still quite a bit ahead on walkers. Don't do it, ZombieGrub. Don't step in the...
Don't step in the bar.
The red zone. Wow, this is doing a lot. I guess because there is no steam. If there was steam, ZombieGrub could just go in, steam, and kill everything super fast. Like target the Ravagers first. Oh my god! The rain of fire.
She has stim now. If she would have waited 4 seconds, she would have gotten everything for free, I feel like. She doesn't get the 2 Ravagers. I think she could have just dodged those and keep following. In the end, this did pay off for Pig, but I feel like it really shouldn't. A little bit of a messy control there by ZombieGrub defending that. She is going to go for the push now, though. Let's see if she's still able to do some damage, but I'm afraid Pig will have plenty of time to prepare now.
Man, these Ravagers are kind of funny. They remind me of, you know, Fantastic Four, the rock guy.
I don't watch... is it a movie or is it like a comic? What is it?
Both. Every comic is a movie these days.
Yeah, I don't do either.
Every one of these movies is actually comical. You never watched the original Fantastic Four? With Halle Berry?
No. I'm not a weep, man. I don't do that.
You didn't watch every Halle Berry movie?
No. I watched the one in which he plays in James Bond. Is that Die Another Day?
I don't remember exactly, but what's the name of that movie? Swordfish. Did you watch that movie? Bro, it's the sickest movie.
Swordfish?
Yeah, with like John Travolta and Halle Berry.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh shit, I got it wrong. It was Jessica Alba in.
I got this drop though. I got my movies wrong already. pretty successful drop here by ZombieGrub, I would say. Getting an Overlord as well, supply blocking PiG, and this is really what she needed to get some momentum back into this game. What is she doing at home in the meantime? She's getting a tank. This time it's the correct call because PiG is going for purely roaches.
Halle Berry, by the way, I got it back. She was Storm in X-Men.
Okay.
It's goddamn heroes, man. Alright.
Six more drones went down by some Liberator harass, by the way. So
yeah, that was on the third base, I think.
Yeah.
12 drones in total falling. Yeah. ZombieGrub doing well, I think.
Yeah, that's some good damage actually. And PiG doesn't. He has 5 queens, but where are they? They're not. They're all on the 4th base. They're not here to deal with this Liberator. So right now PiG is losing a lot of mining time. Loses 3 more drones as well. Was ZombieGrub macroing behind all of this? It looked like she kind of was. She has a decent supply compared to, like, I mean,
especially somebody on roaches, right?
Yeah.
The soup kind of lies in this case. The cooling tower wasn't taken down. I wonder if, like, sometimes you want to set up a trap, but then you forget to take it out, and then suddenly you got like 30 roaches in a natural. So might have been good to actually kill that, I think.
Yeah.
That's huge. Spotting this army moving out here.
Oh, but there's a big drop actually on the 4th base. I think ZombieGrub will be able to take down the 4th base. Those 1-1 Marines targeting it down. No more transfuses available on those queens. And yeah, ZombieGrub managed to take out the base. ZombieGrub's in a good position. Getting her armory as well.
Oh, the counter-attack is getting destroyed here. Yeah. There was 2 tanks in defense.
He's only on 60 drones as well, so ZombieGrub is going to be outmining him once those mules land. 2-2 should start anytime soon. Plenty of gas in the bank, just waiting for the minerals. Continuing tank production. And PiG isn't getting hive yet. He does have the infestation pit, but he doesn't seem to be using it at all. So
he has quite a bit of gas, though. If you, okay, there it is. 3 infestors are gonna start. He's been on 6 gases for a while, so just retakes that 4th base. I'm worried that ZombieGrub might play too aggressive for her own good here. I really feel like, again, waiting, making sure you have the critical mass before attacking is gonna be very important, especially if you get caught here. And she could actually pick up here. There's no fungal. Oh my god, she sieges! And Bile actually missed. That could have been an easy pick off here for PiG, but I guess he only has 2 Ravagers anyway. No, pick up!
She should pick up the tanks. A little bit of a misplay. Picks up 1, but losing a tank is very annoying because every tank that gets added onto this big army really helps a lot, and it's a big snowball effect, especially against roaches. I feel like PiG needs to do something with this army though. Hive not even started yet. 3 infestors, yeah, they might be
PiG is rich. What is going on with his macro?
I think he's just saving up. I don't think he's sure what to do.
He has 11 larva.
Does he have? Yeah, he has larva, right?
Yeah, he starts with a lot of spores and spines.
That's weird.
I think he might want to play with a lot of Ravagers and just try and land fungals plus land a ton of corrosive biles. But he still has quite a bit of gas banked up, so I don't know. Like, is he happy with his infestor count of 4? ZombieGrub scans the main base of PiG, sees no hive, so she must realize there is a ton of flare tech units and should focus on the defense.
Yeah,
but again, the fungals
I would really like her
problem.
to take down the cooling tower, or at least put some scouting marine around there to see the army movement coming towards her natural. Right now she's completely blind in that area. Does have a drop going down on the 4th base of PiG. PiG is maxed, but he doesn't have a bank, and he hardly has any drones. He's down in income by about 400 at this point. So PiG basically has a one-time army, and he's going to have to make it work with his one-time army. I think ZombieGrub is going to be able to do an extremely powerful 2-2 push with 4 to 5 tanks, 3-4 liberators, and a maxed army. And
oh my god!
Unless PiG gets the magical fungals, I don't see how he's going to win this.
Well, that's what I'm worried about. I think she might get the magical fungal. Oh my god! She saw the army. Not like this. Oh my god!
The magical fungals do go down, and everything just gets absolutely annihilated for ZombieGrub. PiG running in, killing every single unit, and that's the end of ZombieGrub. Wow. Those were some magical fungals if I've ever seen some.
PiG was fishing for it and he gets it here. The dream fungals. ZombieGrub's army evaporates. And with it, her hopes to make it to the next round is going to be PiG advancing on as our first place finisher here in this group C. So I'm going to update that real quick.
That was Some powerful fungals.
Beautiful is the word, right? That's the
Yeah,
meme.
beautiful, beautiful, great fungals.
Beautiful force field staseless.
Completely closing off this ramp. No reinforcement will be able to join up with the army.
Literally, only had to force field the ramp and he did it. Oh, anyway. Yeah, congratulations to PiG. ZombieGrub falls to the lower bracket. She's going to be playing in a deciders match later on, but first we're going to head to a break, and then when we're back it's going to be Funka going up against Emil. So see you guys in a few minutes.